Now, to start off this video, I just want to ask you a simple question. When you are feeling emotionally burdened, what do you do? What is the process that you take yourself through? And most people will answer this question and say, oh, yeah, I actually do a lot. But for most people, what they actually do, they get their phone and they start doom scrolling on their phone for hours and hours and hours and ignore what their internal state is trying to say. And in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to regulate emotions, or essentially how I regulate my emotions, because I can only give you my perspective, what works for me, and hope that it works for you as well. And so the first thing that you want to understand is that your emotions, when something triggers your emotions, it's not that that person or that situation, that event is triggering that emotion. It's the thing that that emotion already exists within you, and it's merely being risen up to your conscious level of experience, so you can actually see it now. So with that information, what you can basically say is that outside situations, whatever you see on the outside, it can't really make you mad, because the thing which makes you mad is already within you, and it's merely poking at that thing. That outside thing is poking at that thing. To give you an example, let's say you and your friend make plans to go be at like a cafe, and you're there, and you call your friend, you're like, yo, where you at? I've been here for like 5 minutes. And your friend is like, oh yeah, I'm on my way, I'm coming. And you wait there, and you wait, and it's been 40 minutes. Oh, so looking back, yeah, 40 minutes is a bit too long. So let's say 20 minutes instead. And you're like, bro, is my friend even coming right now? Or am I just gonna stand here the whole time? So you call again, you're like, yo, where are you? Where you at now? And they're like, oh yeah, I'm on my way. That is gonna give you like an emotional sense of like, oh, this person doesn't trust me, or this person doesn't want to be with me, right? It's gonna sort of create that arising of feelings within you where you think that that person doesn't like you, and it's gonna be uncomfortable to deal with that. So in that situation, what you're going to do is you're going to scroll through your phone to kind of ignore it. But what you need to understand is that that feeling of uncomfortable, uncomfiness, I don't even know how to say it, that feeling of being uncomfortable isn't directly because your friend did something to you. It's because that had already existed within you, and your friend poked that feeling within you, which is now leading you to feel triggered. So what you can understand from this is that you have the power over your emotions. You have the capacity to think and, really feel those emotions. It's not that the other person is in control of you. The world is not in control of you. So you need to understand that, you know what, I'm in control. And the reason I'm feeling this way is because my body or my mind is trying to tell me something. So to give you some context on myself, I've gone through a lot of pain in the past year and a half, and the reason I'm making this video on how to regulate your emotions is genuinely because I've gone through this same process of getting hurt and then not knowing what to do, and instead distracting myself. Now, first of all, I need you to understand that I used to say this, and a lot of people said this: you need to have some sort of a way of escape, some sort of a way to distract yourself in the meantime, until you get the chance to actually process your emotions, right? You know how everyone says that you need to have some sort of honesty with yourself, where you're not distracting yourself through going on your phone or eating food or doing this and doing that, that it can be unhealthy. And understand that it is unhealthy, it can be unhealthy, but you need to have some sort of an escape. That's what I've learned from my own experience, that you can't really go and process all the feelings at once, just head on, because you need to break it down into parts and process it in parts rather than just going. And it's like eating a cake. You can't just eat the whole cake, right? You cut the cake up, you put it in like you store it somewhere, and you eat from piece to piece. You don't just go to the cake and be like, yo, it's not that simple. Do you know what I mean? So you need to understand that. I said this in my own videos in the past, that you need to, not limit distractions. I said you need to cut off distractions and just feel your feelings, but understand that you need some sort of escape until you come back. And the reason why I have said that you shouldn't have this sort of distractions is because sometimes the distraction is more appealing than the actual emotion, because the emotion is of pain and the distraction is like, oh, games, I love games, but you're numbing yourself from the feeling, and that goes into your subconscious mind, and then you don't know what to do because it's in your subconscious, not your conscious. And so you have behaviors and habits. Let's say someone asks you to get a glass of water for them. You're gonna fill the glass with water and you're gonna like slam it on the table without really realizing why you did that. The second part of the process is to basically find yourself in a place where you are not resisting the feeling, but you actually are allowing them to be. You're not changing it, you're just feeling them how they are. And this can bring about massive resistance, but it can bring about peace as well, because what happens is that you learn how to accept what you're going through without saying it's right, I need to go through this. You just go through it because you need to go through it, and eventually you look back at that past version of yourself and you're like, damn, I actually processed a lot of stuff which was hurting me, and now I can actually focus on stuff. This happened to me. I couldn't focus on recording these videos. I couldn't focus on writing something which I really liked. I wasn't able to just go to my laptop, type something up and just create an idea for the book. I couldn't do it. And the reason was because I was in this state of pain where I wasn't even able to get up in the morning and work on my passion. And you need to understand that whatever strays you away from your purpose, whatever strays you away from your passion, what you really want to do, you need to place some sort of boundary over it so that it doesn't cross over your actual passion and project that you are going to do. And so what I would do next is I would allow myself to feel the way I feel. If I miss someone, I will let myself miss them. If I am angry at someone, I will let myself feel angry at them. If I feel happy, I will let myself feel happy. But in this whole thing, you understand the pattern that I'm not really controlling how I feel. I'm not really, placing a barrier of what's wrong and what's right. I'm just letting that pass. And on top of that, it's what I actually do. It's what I actually want to do. So even though it's like the weather, right? It's like it could rain, it could be hot, it could be cold. I'm still gonna do me. I'm still gonna do what's best for me. I'm still gonna do what my planned day was. So at that point, what happens is your emotions are not in control of you. You are in control of your emotions. And that is what is beautiful about doing this work of regulating your emotions. And it could be much deeper than that. But for this video, I'll just leave it to this. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you have something to say, you can leave it in the comment section. With that being said, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.